There we go. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Chris, and this is Bar 911970. Thank you, as always, for taking the time to check out one of my videos. And I just wanted to give people a reminder, and I'm not sure if this is a coincidence or not, but I've been telling people for a while now to pay attention to what's going to be happening with China starting October 1st, which is coincidentally enough tomorrow, which is a Saturday, which means all the markets will be closed. So, as you can see, I posted the usdebtclock.org, and you can see that we are getting very close to 20 trillion in debt. The last time I made one of these videos was only a couple of months ago where I showed the debt clock. We were at 17 trillion. So this year alone, we have already added over $2 trillion in US fiat currency to this debt crisis. And they are going to raise the debt ceiling again. And as you can see, the average debt per taxpayer is $163,000. Debt per citizen, $60,000. How many people out there with over 1/3 of our country on welfare do you think earn $60,000? Which means if you have a job where you make $60,000 a year, all of that would have to go to the debt just to pay it back. Don't see that happening. And if you look further down, the US total debt is $66 trillion. Ladies and gentlemen, these are numbers that are so unobtainable, there is no way we will ever be able to pay this back. And what's about to happen with China on October 1st is the first time they are officially part of the SDR. That's Samuel Davidson Robert. That is the special drawing rights. I just use that as a code so you understand what letters they are in case you've never heard of it. So if you're not familiar with the SDRs, that's a monetary system from the IMF, the International Monetary Fund. And China is one of the few countries that is now going to be a part of it. Now, could they audit their gold to find out what's going on, and if that does happen, will it affect the world's economy? We're going to have to see, but I just find it quite interesting that this situation is occurring on a Saturday, the one day when the market's closed, so they can't react to it. So who knows with this doctoring of paper assets, what kind of moves we're going to be getting in the next couple of days. But I have a feeling when the markets open on Sunday, we're going to see some quick moves. Now, whether they go up or down depends on the manipulation. It depends on how many people are there for the actual investing. I tell people to stay away from paper currencies. So we're going to have to wait and see. But all I know is if I see a quick dip in the precious metals on Sunday, I'm going to be adding to my stack. Now, I'm not saying anybody else should do that. I'm just giving my own personal point of view of what I'm doing. Because I have a feeling if there's a fast move down, that we might be seeing a reversal very quickly. So I want to take advantage of that if I can. So we'll wait and see. And if it ends up going up pretty quickly, which I would be shocked if that does happen. I mean, it really depends on if they do audit China to see how much gold they have and how much gold they actually do have. And if the world gets out there where they say, wait a minute, we have other currencies that we could start using, and they're really not enjoying the US dollar because it only helps people here. And as you could see with over 1/3 of Americans on welfare, it's not even really helping most of us here. It's only helping the top 1% of the top 1%. It's just a matter of time before people all around the world, including people here in this country, the United States Corporation of America, lose confidence and faith in the US dollar. And remember, if you don't know about the petrodollar, Petro, it has to do with buying oil, where other countries have to convert their currency to US dollars in order to get oil. It's just a matter of time before other countries start using alternative currencies. Could it be gold? That's possible. It could be just another currency, but what that does is it loses the value and the trust of the dollar potentially. And that's why we don't experience as much inflation, is because we basically export inflation all around the world thanks to the petrodollar. So that's been helping this boat stay afloat for a very long time. But if you have a hole in your boat, you're just using a bucket to scoop out the water. I don't care for how fast you're going to do it. Eventually, you get tired, and the boat will sink. So, is there a guarantee? Obviously, in this day of manipulation and the majority of people just really not caring what's going on. I mean, if you look at what's going on with the whole Hillary Clinton scandal and how many people are getting immunity and how they've trashed evidence even after being subpoenaed and nobody's getting punished, at this point, most people just don't really want to care. They want to be, entertained. They want to get a bunch of quote unquote free stuff from the government, even though it's what's exported most of our jobs out of this country, even though it's the reason why most people are on welfare, why the economy's not doing so well, why your taxes get higher and higher, and why they're allowed to continue to borrow this money, well, this currency that will never be paid back. So it cannot go on forever. I mean, are we going to have a national debt one day where it's $199 quadrillion? I mean, at a certain point, it does have to pop, and it will. So I'm not saying tomorrow is the catalyst, but it's definitely not going to be something making our debt reduced. And it's definitely not going to make our dollar around the world much more desirable. So when you give people other options, sometimes they tend to go that way. And I think it's just a matter of time. Everybody's sitting around waiting. It's almost like when I do a karaoke party. Nobody ever wants to sing first. They always wait for that one person to get up and sing. And once they do, all of a sudden everybody wants to sing. Countries and corporations are just like people. They tend to wait around and wait for somebody they could follow. They don't like to be the leaders. Not all the time. And that's why you'll see nobody will be doing something, and all of a sudden with trends, that you'll go from nobody doing it to all of a sudden one person takes the step, and then everybody wants to follow. So that's going to happen with currencies, with governments, with corporations. So it's just a matter of time. So I want you to, ladies and gentlemen that care about this stuff, pay attention over this weekend of what's going on over in China. What kind of reactions are we getting? And leave in the comment section if you think this is just a coincidence it happened to be landing on a Saturday, or you think they planned it that way so they wouldn't have to worry about an immediate reaction to the market. And if so, where do you think the market's going to go? So I can't stay on too long because I have a bunch of things I had to do, but I did want to make a video and give a shout out to all of my subscribers. I really hope things go well. Keep stacking gold and silver. If you feel that it will protect you for the future, don't forget to get some gold, some food and water just to be on the safe side, because there is a hurricane that's down south, and we all know it doesn't have to be the end of the world to give you end of the world problems. A storm could actually do a lot of damage as well, so always be prepared. If you want to check out more of my videos, please do. Give it a thumbs up. If you appreciate my information, sharing it's even more appreciated, so thank you to those who do take the effort. I really do appreciate that. Leave your comments, hit the subscribe button, and have a safe weekend. So thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and if in case you've never seen this website before that I'm showing on the live show, it's usdebtclock.org. And it's a very interesting read if you get to see everything that's going on here. So 20 trillion is right around the corner. So if we keep letting them borrow this money, they get to pay to play, and we're the ones that pay. So we're getting the raw end, but we're allowing it. So one day maybe we'll stop that. So thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day, and don't forget to have your trolls spayed or neutered.